The newly constructed bridge over Igu River, popularly called Omenuko Bridge, stands as a testament to the resolute determination of our administration to address the case of neglect and set a new governance standard, one that empowers communities and enables prosperity for all. Today, we also remember in a special way our brothers and sisters, family members and friends, acquaintances who lost their lives owing to the structural weaknesses of the 70-year-old Omenuko Bridge.
This is one of the reasons Abians celebrated the reconstruction of the popular Omenuko Bridge. The Omenuko Bridge, also referred to locally as the Igu Bridge, is a key road bridge over the Igu River at Uzuabam in Arochukwu local government area of Abia State. It connects Abia North and Abia Central senatorial zones and serves as a major transport link for dozens of communities, traders, farmers, students and travelers. The old Omenuko Bridge was built over 70 years ago, likely during the British colonial era, as part of early infrastructure, linking towns and districts. Over the decades, successive governments neglected it, leaving it deteriorated, narrow and dangerous. It became a one-lane bridge with no guardrails, and during heavy rains, it often became submerged or slippery. The bridge condition was so bad that it caused multiple accidents and loss of lives, including children of Reverend Dr. Umokbai. Governor Alex Otti, during the commissioning, remembered that two of the late Reverend Dr. Umokbai's children drowned in the Igu River near the bridge. More than 40 years ago, their vehicle apparently entered the river when the river was in flood and there was no proper bridge or safe crossing at the time. Another notable incident is the death of Mr. Maxwell Udo and his wife Victoria and their driver. The governor also offered condolences for this family who reportedly died at the river near the bridge due to the dangerous crossing conditions before it was rebuilt. And the most tragic of it all, 17 students who died in 2007. Otti mentioned 17 students who perished in 2007 on their way to an exam center when the old bridge was unsafe and their vehicle or trip ended tragically in the river.
This day, we remember in a very special way our dear brother, father, and mentor, servant of the Most High God, Reverend Dr. Umokbai, whose body will be laid to rest in a few weeks, who lost two of his children at Igu River more than 40 years ago. We also offer our collective condolences to other families whose loved ones perished at different times in the river on account of the dilapidated Omenuko Bridge over it. Especially Mr. Maxwell Uduma for Hafia, his dear wife Victoria, and their driver, who lost their lives in this Igu River. We also remember and pray for the peaceful repose of the souls of the 17 students who perished on the same river in 2007 on their way to an exam center.
Nani Oloai, Nani Oloai, Nani Oloai, Kageji Cheta, Otwa Kage Sisi no Loaka, Nani Oloai, Kageji Cheta.
This has been remembered by community members as one of the saddest incidents linked to the crossing before this highly celebrated reconstruction. Because of its state, many drivers avoided the routes, hurting local farmers who depended on it to transport goods, making the bridge a symbol of neglect and infrastructural failure for the region. Politically, it also became something of a campaign promise. Almost every election cycle, politicians will pledge to fix it, but for more than 20 years, little was done. In 2026, the bridge was officially reconstructed and commissioned under Governor Alex Otti's administration. The project included a modern wider bridge with improved safety standards, the involvement of contractors supervised by the Abian state government, working closely with federal authorities. They also reconstructed approach roads around the area, improving connectivity for communities across Arochukwu, Ohofia, Bende, and beyond. And then on February the 13th of 2026, the new bridge, often still referred to as Omenuko Bridge, was commissioned along new main roads, marking the end of decades of neglect and reconnecting vital trade, travel, and community access. And this is part of the reasons the people are celebrating the reconstruction of the popular Omenuko Bridge.
I'm 45 years old, His Excellency. I'll tell you a story. Never in my existence here have I seen something as magnificent and beautiful as this. Each time we discuss about the projects we've done, I tell you it is a miracle for me. You don't believe it. So suddenly, in 45 years, something springs up. It is no miracle, sir. And we're happy. The ease at which you did these projects you've done for us is something that we will continue to tell for the rest of our lives.
That is when I hear people say, we are going to pay you back by giving you our vote. We are not paying you back. We are doing it because it is for our own good. So that is why I was saying, when you are flagging on here, you get a voter's card. You will be here. When you are flagging on saying your voter's card, and you are planting, you go to the government side. From House of Assembly to House of Reps to Senate, everybody
In the past, people used to go through Akwa Ibom State before they could get to Arochukwu. But right now, it's a journey of between 20 and 25 minutes to drive from Ozuaba to Arochukwu.
Again, it gives me great pleasure to have the 30-kilometer Ozuaba Okubo Ndiokereke Amove Arochukwu Road today. The street lights all the way, drainage at both sides, and it will stand the test of time.
The newly constructed bridge over Igwu River, popularly called Omenuko Bridge, stands as a testament to the resolute determination of our administration to address the case of neglect and set a new governance standard, one that empowers communities and enables prosperity for all. In the same vein, the timely delivery of the 30-kilometer stretch of road traversing several clans in Abam and Arochukwu points us to what we are truly capable of. This day, we remember in a very special way our dear brother, father, and mentor, servant of the Most High God, Reverend Dr. Omenuko, whose body will be laid to rest in a few weeks, who lost two of his children at Igu River more than 40 years ago. We also offer our collective condolences to other families whose loved ones perished at different times in the river on account of the dilapidated Omenuko Bridge over it. Especially Mr. Maxwell Uduma of Hafia, his dear wife Victoria, and their driver, who lost their lives in this Igu River. We also remember and pray for the peaceful repose of the souls of the 17 students who perished on the same river in 2007 on their way to an exam center.
Nani Oloai, Nani Oloai, Nani Oloai, Kageji Cheta, Oto Akaige Sisi no Loaka, Nani Oloai, Kageji Cheta.
Thank you. The biggest burden any community can bear is insensitive leadership. And the proof is the lived experiences of many of us. Think of the year after year losses our farmers had to live with, owing to the absence of means to move their produce to urban markets. For an agrarian community like Abam, nothing could be more frustrating. How about the lost opportunities for many who could not go to school for reasons of poor access, or maybe the absence of quality teachers in the local schools? It was painful to listen to the experiences of many of us. But what may not be even captured is the burden of neglect, which went beyond Abam. From Ohafia to Arochukwu, Ihechiowa, Isu, and several other clans in the two local government areas. No one was exempt from the misery of road infrastructure collapse. In the end, many of us went through multidimensional losses as the rich agricultural produce from Abam wasted. Young people missed the trajectories of their destinies, and our sons and daughters living outside the community were shut out, not by anyone, but for fear of the unexpected twists and turns on the road or at the famous Omenuko Bridge. Today, we have turned the page. The nightmare is over. The siege has collapsed. The jinx is forever broken.
Ihe niile a ka ike abamuji si m gwa gị gọvanọ Alex Otti iguru 2027 elesi na-aga na iso gị n'azụ gbogbogbogbo.
A new era of prosperity begins from this minute, right where the sun stands now. We have come to raise our voices as one people, united by a common heritage, a shared destiny, and joint aspiration for the future. We have elected to choose progress over stagnation, truth over deceit, The road and the bridge commissioned today will add to the growing list of successfully executed public infrastructure projects in this community, and there is still more to come. From Ndi Ojiugwo to Ndi Ebe, Ndi Ememe to Ndi Oji, Atani to Etiti Dima to Ndi Okereke, Ahuama to Ozu and Amuro. There are clear development footprints wherever you look. About 75% of the projects initiated by this administration in different parts of Abam have been successfully delivered. And over the next 12 months, we shall also return to commission more.
Ikaba, you have followed who no road, follow who no road. Ikabi, follow who no road, follow who no road.
One of the projects we should be returning here in a few months to commission is the power project. We are giving you power.
Ndị mbuchiri abịa ha bụ ndị omewayo, ha bụ ndị omewayo. Ndị chiri abịa bụ ndị omewayo, ha bụ ndị omewayo. His Excellency Dr. Alex Otti, Chairman Dada Kembuhe, egwu Emeka na-akpọ gị ọchụ ụzọ bụ onye omewayo, ọ bụ onye omewayo. Ihe ọchị bụ onye omewayo. In case I am sorry.
All right. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, one thing you can take for granted is that nothing will ever remain the same in the years to come. Again, the credit for the transformation belongs to all of you. Because like in every other part of the state, you held firmly to the conviction that our dear state deserves better than what the old order offered. Abam is fast rising on the development ladder because you refuse to accept the defeatist lie that the fault was in our stars. No, it is not. For every man is the architect of his own destiny. Thankfully, you have proven that sufficiently in your choice of leaders. And we are talking of a lot of your leaders. Let me, as I begin to conclude, thank the Abam for the immense contributions your sons and daughters have made to every good thing happening around the state today. Thank you for producing quality leaders, men and women of great courage and wisdom, pathfinders and visionaries, who will always put the interests of the community above personal considerations. As a government, we shall continue to prioritize merit and give deserving individuals the opportunity to be part of the new Abia success story. This state, as we promised in our manifesto, shall be great in our lifetime. And on the evidence of what has happened over the last 32 months, we can only hope for the best in the years to come. At any rate, nothing should, however, be taken for granted. The turnaround happening today in Abam and across the state did not come by chance. They are products of relentless efforts by all of us to change the unfortunate trajectory our state took at a certain point, far removed from the vision of our fathers. The ordinary men and women in rural and urban communities, farmers, artisans, students, the professionals, business people, entrepreneurs, and our brethren in diaspora remain our biggest pillar of support. What we have today is the product of a legitimate struggle by all of us who insisted that something had to give as we went into a make or mar election 3 years ago. We have spent every minute of the last 32 months working to justify the huge confidence reposed in us, and I don't think we have disappointed.
Yes. Yes, you are. You are going high every day. You are going higher, yes. And that's only what we did not today. You are going above it. And that's destiny. Into the presence. Even say now, into the presence. And that's it, Mama. You are going.
Thank you. Even then, we are encouraged to remain alert to the antics of those plotting to sabotage the gains recorded on multiple governance front lines. Abians' freedom and path to greatness is secured. But as a wise man once said, the condition upon which God gave liberty to man is eternal vigilance. It then follows that as a people who have experienced the genuine fruits of development-oriented leadership, we now have a sacred mandate to defend with everything at our disposal our right to freedom, prosperity, and fulfillment. In the same vein, it is incumbent on us to resist with every fiber of our being attempts by certain individuals and groups to return Abia to the old era of deceit in the name of politicking. Abia has seen the light, and never again shall darkness cover our path.
We are seeing the light.